anything but.
Beginning of part 2.
Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call.
My God.
And look where that got me.
And I pro like that.
We were testing out the Normandy,
Yes.
Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was,
This comic, this beginning comic portion,
my lieutenant,
butchers the fucking story.
A good kid, loyal, by the book,
and the art
with a
style
talent
as
for
well.
biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol,
That's
General
not
Chief
good.
Ashley Williams.
Like,
A
it
soldier
makes
to the
all
code.
the renegade options seem like the reasonable ones.
Ready to take on
And
whatever
then it
came
makes
her
you
way.
look like a dumbass for
Ashley joined
picking
up
the
with us and took us to
logical
the spot where she lost
options.
her squad. That's when we saw it.
And it makes everyone
Shit.
look stupid.
Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive.
Like, look at Ashley right
scorching
there.
the colony and
Well, you
everything
can't,
around
but you
it as
will
it
be
blasted away.
when I put this on YouTube.
We followed the path
In
of
that
destruction
case, I'll
to
give
an
myself a
artifact.
random reaction.
Beat
See, like,
by a
see how
long-dead
this
race called
goes.
the Proteus.
Oh my God, what a
The
dog!
colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief
Yeah.
Williams
Back
made
and
the
watch
mistake
that,
of
and I'll be
getting too
perfectly
close.
fine. I'll be like, God
Hit her
damn
with some
it.
type
There's
of
just a
energy.
dead Krogan
I
over
grabbed her
there,
and threw her out
and
of
we
the way.
haven't fought Krogan yet
That's when
at
it
that
hit me.
point.
Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black.
Yeah.
And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare.
I really like this voice actor, the one who did Shepard.
By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel.
I saw
on
an
our way to
interview
meet
with
the
him, and he
council.
seems like a really cool guy.
I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable.
You know, at
we
the
could
end, when you're
persuade the
supposed to
council that the
choose
ship
between
we'd seen
Anderson
was
and
a
Adina.
potential threat, as was the individual behind the attack.
It always seemed like, are you gonna be smart or stupid?
For the Eden Prime massacre
choice.
was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at
He
Eden
was
Prime.
like,
And there
okay,
was some
the
evidence
dude
to
who
suggest that the
betrayed me a
ship was
bunch of
connected to
times,
Saren. But
who
even
can
Adina's
never
pointed
get anything
accusations were
done
enough to
ever,
convince the council.
who was a dick to
They
me,
just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty
Or-
of something like
who
that.
nobody
They needed
likes,
proof, which meant I needed proof.
or Anderson, the
Fortunately,
paragon of all
I wasn't
paragon
alone in my
paragon.
search. Garrus, another Turian.
A little bit of Paragon.
A
Yes,
top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved,
Saren
he
looks
told me he was suspicious of Saren,
dumb.
and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the
Oh,
biggest,
God.
nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever
Sleeveless
seen.
Rex.
He turned out to be more than just a
Have a reaction.
It was his intel that led to a fugitive
My
incriminating
God.
evidence on Saren.
Yes.
The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named
Tally
Tal.
looks fine.
A tech expert with a knack for hacking. She'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
Dirty, dirty, dirt
Tally's evidence
face.
proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space.
1 second.
Machines allegedly
Alrighty.
responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life.
Ash
These
shot of
Reapers were
Tally.
blamed for wiping out all life 50,000
Council
years
member.
ago, including
Just
the
jutting her
Proteus,
chest out.
then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space,
Gusta.
leaving no trace they'd ever been.
Yes.
That explained why Saren was after the
I miss
beacon.
Liara.
It made some sense out of my visions,
Yes.
but not much else. We couldn't convince the council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped.
He's
They
gotta be
stripped him of his
stopped.
Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided
My
to stay
second
behind,
task,
giving up his ship.
get shot the
Normandy.
fuck out of by
He told
collectors.
me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari,
I brought her
as
along
beautiful
with
as she
me
is
so she could
intelligent,
kill her own mother.
and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new
Yeah.
appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
Which is
I
why I
told
fucked
Liara
that blue
about how I
chick.
felt. Apparently
Oh,
she felt
yeah.
it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way
Me
of our
still
mission,
lesbian sexy.
finding Saren.
Yep.
Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Venezia.
I
Saren had
think
taken her to Novaria,
this
where he'd
is
enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures.
just a
Arachnids.
probability,
He
right?
ordered Venezia to use the same technique Liara
But I
had
think
used
they
on
said
me to
something
extract
about,
information from the Arachnid Queen.
Being
The
able to
Queen's
be a
drones were
lesbian or
everywhere,
gay
and they
in Mass
weren't
Effect
happy.
3.
We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Venezia.
Well, it's good that you have the
By the
freedom
time we
to that
arrived, Saren
choice
was
and all
gone.
that fun shit.
Yeah.
With the information, I tried to reason with Venezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her.
So you might be able to be
He had
like,
somehow acquired the ability
hey
to
Jack,
control
you know how
people's
you were a
actions and
lesbian?
wills.
And then just kept
Venezia
talking about how
wouldn't
you were
surrender.
bi and how you
Liara
slept with
was
chicks.
forced to watch her mother
And then I
die
couldn't
in
sleep
her
with you as
arms.
a female shepherd.
And I was left with a
Yay.
very dangerous
Yay.
Arachnid Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Arachnid had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't
See,
do
shit
it.
like that, where it's just
I wouldn't
like,
doom an entire species
well,
for
she
past sins.
said that she
And the
would
Queen was
destroy
true
the
to her
world,
word.
but
She
they've
left and took
destroyed
her
the
army
world
of drones
before.
with her.
They're monsters.
With
Well,
Saren's
I let her
top
go.
lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon
Hope
learned
the
it was
audio
more than a
quality
base
is
of
good.
operations.
I would hope so.
It was a breeding ground.
I
Saren
probably
was
sound
breeding an
retarded
army
because
of
I'm sitting
Krogan.
here eating fucking
He
cheese
found a
dicks.
cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent
When you're
them
eating
from breeding
cheeses,
and
you
taking
can't
over the
sound
galaxy.
retarded because everybody understands
The
that
Krogan
cheeses
Saren
are the
was
shit.
breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed
Super serious face, Rex.
violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He
Fuck
realized
you,
this
Rex is
wasn't the way to help
awesome.
his people, and that Saren was the real threat.
It's a good thing Rex is smarter than he looks
When we
because he
finally
backed
got to the
down.
center of the base,
I'm just like,
I
fuck you.
realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign,
Rex?
Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just
I know
a
Rex
ship,
pissed you off.
was a
Rex
Reaper.
isn't
It
stupid.
spoke to me.
He is just
threatened me.
blind.
I could feel the menace it had for every living
It doesn't
thing.
matter.
It wanted me dead. It wanted us
You know,
all
empathy
dead.
just doesn't
And I knew it was
exist.
capable of doing just
If it
that.
doesn't have to do with fighting,
What I couldn't understand
and
is
it
why
doesn't have
Saren
to
would
do with
help
like
it.
benching 500 tons,
But there
then
was no
Rex
time to
don't
think
give a
about it.
fuck.
Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base.
You
and get the
didn't
hell
talk
out.
to him all that much, I
I
don't
split
think.
up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction.
Uh-huh.
We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him. to
He
make
actually
time
seems
for
like a
my
really
team.
cool guy. Like if you
And
were
in
real, I'd
talking
be
to
like,
him,
Rex, brother,
I
and he'd be
realized the
like, who the
truth.
fuck are you? And I'm just like, nah,
It
man, you
wasn't
seem like a
Saren
cool
who was
guy. And he's
indoctrinating
just like,
everyone.
go
It
away.
was Sovereign,
I will eat you.
the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper
I
than
will
all of them.
legit pick you up
He tried to
by the
convince me he
feet
was
and
still in
neck,
control,
and
so
then
he
just
found a way to
bite your
reduce the Reaper's
stomach.
influence, but he was kidding himself, or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates.
And then I saved Caden because he
tried.
wasn't a bitch,
But I wasn't fast enough.
Yep.
I could only save one of them.
which was Caden because he wasn't a bitch.
Ash was a good friend and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Caden.
I chose Caden because he was in
That
my
was
set
the last
squad.
time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could
This
defeat
shot
it.
right here looks kind
But
of cool.
Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Ash's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays.
Yep.
By sabotaging the Citadel, they found
pretty
a way
much
to
have nothing
close
else
the
to
relays
say
to
at this
dark
point.
space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a
Just wait a
solution to
second.
stop the Reapers.
Space, yay!
Saren
Space.
Great leaders in their own right.
You know what's sad? I'm kind of forced to partake in the Mass Effect 3 boycott, because I don't really have money for the game, and I would need a new computer altogether to even play that game. So I'm just like, yeah, I can act like I'm doing this for a reason, but I just have no way to do it.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No
Yes.
ambition to get in the way.
Anderson's awesome because he's Anderson.
The war was over.
The end.
The threat had passed. In time, the council would
Space.
have
Alrighty. Dun dun dun. Look at them needles. Look at them
Commander
needles.
Shepard has been recovered.
Nom nom.
The Lazarus Project will proceed.
Nom nom needles. Higurashi. Higurashi no Nakunani. Did I ever show you that anime?
What anime?
Higurashi. Oh yeah, I tried, but all the episodes were taken down from YouTube.
What's in the bag?
The first couple times when that needle was dropped into the alcohol, I thought it was just some really strong shit that just dissolved the needle entirely.
Nom nom needle.
Yep. Alrighty. I'm gonna go see if this worked out.